Did you know the first ever private prison we built in America was only 40 years ago in 1984? Like if I were to ask you right now, we're having a conversation at dinner, when do you think they built the first ever private prison in America? What would you say? You'd probably say 100 years ago, 80 years ago, only 40 years ago. It was in Texas. Do you know from that moment till today, here's stats for you, here we go. The imprisoned population increased from 1984 till today, 194%. While the country's overall population has increased by only 36%. What? And then I go up and I look at more data. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to talk about private prisons today. U.S. population is only 4% of the world's total population. However, you ready? We have 20% of the world's prisoners. How? We have 330 million people in population. China's got 1.5 billion, but we have the same amount of people in jail. And by the way, India's got 1.4 billion people, give or take, total population. We got 340, and India's only got 573,000, and we have 1.76 million. How's that even possible? And then this guy, Ice Cube, I had him on the podcast yesterday. He's on Bill Maher, and he's saying, Bill Maher, the same people that own the record labels also own the private prisons. Who's he talking about? While he was on the podcast here, he said BlackRock. Do you know what are the two biggest private prisons in America? One of them is called Geo Group, right? Do you know who's the biggest shareholder, institutional shareholder of Geo Group? You ready? Number one, you can find this for yourself, BlackRock. They own roughly 14.16%. You know what number two is? It's called Vanguard. You know what they own? 9.96%. And by the way, the other one is called Core Civic Incorporated. Ready? Number one, biggest top institutional holder. Public information, BlackRock, 16.75%. Number two is Vanguard, 11.17%. You know what they like? They like the investment. It's a great business model. Let's get more people. If you own restaurants, what do you want? More customers. If you own hospitals, what do you want? More sick people. If you own a private prison, what do you need? We need more people to go to jail. Come on, baby. That's the business model. One time I sat down with a divorce lawyer. I said, so what is your business model? Your job is to make sure there's more divorces, more divorce. Can you imagine that's what you do for a living? So anyways, we sat here, we were curious. We said, you know what? What caused this spike in private prisons? And which state cost the most? Every one of these, data that maybe you're going to be like, Pat's a little bit too much. We want to learn all about it. We're going to talk about it today.
To watch the complete video, please click on the link provided in the description.